Hi guys, Diane here. I want to take a few moments to talk to you guys today about what you should be doing if you're feeling kind of overwhelmed with the possibilities, with the opportunities, right? Especially as we're kind of coming out of a crazy time. There's a lot of opportunities that are actually being born out of this time. When we look back in history, some of the biggest companies, the best ideas, some of the biggest ideas that have gotten traction have been born out of times of uncertainty or where markets seem to be crashing and failing. And I had a client come to me recently saying, "Hey, I have all of these ideas for all of these things that I want us to build and I want us to create, but I just can't, like, it seems like such a big, heavy lift right now. Like, I can't even, like, even with you at my side, I can't seem to wrap my head around how to get this done." Right. And if you're in the same place where you're feeling like, oh, I have an idea, I have all of these opportunities or, different offshoots of products and services that I have that I can repurpose, repackage, and pivot just a little bit. Now is the time to actually start putting those things together so that you can be prepared to begin launching and have a launch once things really do settle back into normal, which I do firmly believe is actually already starting to happen, right? Well, we might not be reopening yet, and while there is still heightened concern, there is still an element of like, okay, we've been through this. We understand kind of where we are, and the panic is fading, and we're starting to really find that equilibrium. So this is the perfect time to start, developing those opportunities, those ideas, those products, or those services that you had in mind, that were born kind of out of this period of, being less distracted, if we will. So, what do you do if you are starting to feel really frustrated that you have all of these ideas? There's so many things that have potential. There are projects, there are ways that you can repackage your products and services so that you can, have a mini launch or package your services in a different way so that you can launch a offshoot of your core business services. Or if you have products, repackaging them, putting them into bundles, digital products especially, like how can you strip them down? If you have ideas around stripping them down, selling them as one-off components, things along those lines. Those are things that I'm seeing very, very frequently right now with a lot of my own clients and with a lot of people who are coming to me with ideas and, wanting to figure out how to actually get them off the ground. So the one thing that I see in common with all of these people is that they seem to be getting stuck in the, oh my gosh, it's such a heavy lift. Like, I don't even know, like, all of these components, all of these pieces have to come together. It's going to take us 6 months to get to market. That's actually not the case. I launch products and businesses and service lines for my clients all the time. I launch them for myself all the time. I spent my entire career launching businesses and products and services that we were spinning off and repackaging into their own standalone businesses. And the one thing that people seem to not realize, or business owners don't seem to realize, is that, especially when you're operating at a really high level, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the perfect launch. It doesn't have to be the perfect package. It does not have to be the perfect bundle of products. It doesn't need to have the best packaging. It doesn't have to have all of the components perfectly planned out and detailed. That stuff will all come later. But if you have the idea, if you have a spark right now, the best thing that you can do is push it out with imperfect action. What is the bare minimum that you can get it out there where it is still a quality product, where it is still meeting the mark of what your ideal customer or your ideal target client wants and needs at this time, and is delivering on the solution that they want, right? It doesn't have to have the prettiest package, it doesn't have to have the best graphics, it doesn't have to have, everything timed to perfection, scheduled out for the next 2 years if you're running a coaching program or something along those lines. Push it out with imperfect action. Now is the perfect time to test the market, test the pricing, test the packaging, test how things are being bundled together. And if you're getting caught up in like, okay, well, here are all the things I need to plan, the list of 20, 30, 40, 100 things, trust me, I've been there. And if you have that spark of an idea, the easiest thing that you can do to really get traction and to be able to put yourself in a position where you can actually launch it on a larger scale, where you can launch it where you're going to make 10x what you invested, is to push it out with imperfect action today, right? In the next couple of weeks, what is the best version that can be put together in the next 2, 3 weeks? right? Push it out, start testing it so that you can refine it for that bigger launch when the market is settled, when things are really, really back to normal, when consumers are spending in their same ways. Don't waste this opportunity and just wait for that period, because if you hold on to your ideas now, or if you spend the next 6 months planning them, by the time that you're ready for launch, you will still have to go through the iteration cycle. You will still have to improve. There will still be tweaks. There will still be things that need to be adjusted and changed. So use this time now. Use your time wisely to be able to test the market on those ideas, those kernels of ideas, and push them out with a little bit of imperfect action. It doesn't have to be the best iteration, because nothing says it's set in stone. And that's a lot of what I'm doing with my own clients is, all right, you have these ideas, so what's the bare minimum that we can put together where it is still at the level of quality that we have as a standard in our business? And then also, what is it that, are we hitting are we addressing all of the concerns, all of the challenges for this market that we've targeted this product and the service for? And are we delivering on those things? Those are the three questions that you really need to answer. At the baseline, are we hitting these three metrics? If we are, then it is good to go. I don't need to waste any time looking for, the best packaging or the best boxing or the best design on all of our covers or boxes, or the perfect logo for a new standalone business line. Those things don't matter as much as actually testing the product and the concept and the service itself. So if you're in this place where you have a lot of ideas right now, you are wanting to capitalize on them, reach out to me. This is the space that I play in every day, and I can definitely help you. And if I can help you, I will. All right. So until next time, this is Diane. Bye.